Hey there, potential viewer on the internet. If you like music, you're no different. We all like music. If you also like electronic music, you've stumbled upon a video about a music producer who's been making music up till this day. I consider Daft Punk and the Third Twin as my primary influences, mainly because of their style and image, not just their way of composing their projects. Everything else, including vocals and certain elements I've incorporated into my music, are these fine musical acts. To think, up until now, I've been making songs with little to no singing. Would I ever add my singing vocals? I would mask them. Since I've made a list of top 5 stupidest tracks made by yours truly, I've selected the top 5 coolest tracks I've ever produced. The following selections are the tracks I classify as the music from the old DjHipsong era. So without further ado, you're in for a treat, so proceed at your own risk. We're starting off with
Number 5.
Waiting Room from Telehistory. Though I only arranged the provided audio loops made by a site called Club Create, I felt proud of the way this track ended up sounding. The flaw about this track, however, I didn't make the drum beats nor the chords myself, hence all you do in Club Create is drag and drop while arranging music notes. If one must create their own chords or drum beats, use FL Studio or LMMS, or even Soundation. Club Create is only a site where you can make your tracks, but I guess you can gain experience by learning the basics of arranging audio tracks should you want to be an audio engineer. Not to mention, you can't chop nor trim the loops like you would with Soundation.
Number 4.
Is Separate Ways from All That Said. I used Soundation to make this. The overall sound is very beautiful if I say so myself. Having to listen to the Third Twin for the first time somehow made me want to make this long after I made Bounded. The flaw about this track? I sense no flaw. It sounds really perfect as it is. I'll tell you, the vibe I'm getting from this song is riding through a calm road at night, with little to no traffic. Oh, speaking of nighttime,
Number 3.
I give this rank to Nighttime Forever from Empty World. This track is also a single, which I feel this is more better to be recognized as. Mind you, I took advantage of my free account when I used Soundation to make this. I'm only allowed to use the free clips they can offer. Of course, you can create your own drum beats and synth melodies and chords. For Nighttime Forever, however, I wanted to make a song that I would listen to late at night. Needless to say, I proceeded with select loops. This is the result. In my opinion, there are rarely flaws about this track, other than no original chords or drum beat.
Number 2.
Is Utsukushi Ashita from Wrath of Shuriken. Like I said, the tracks I'm presenting here are from the old DjHipsong era, the time I made use of Soundation to make my music. This song in particular is one of my favorite songs I've produced. Well, also arranged if you will, because of the audio loops. I went to town as I chopped the audio loops to achieve the sounds you just heard earlier. This song sounded really grand to the ears, therefore, I can't really pinpoint the flaws in this. Before I mention the track I consider the most cool, Wrath of Shuriken was the first album I created utilizing elements of dubstep, or at least what it sounded like dubstep. A little known fact, I was influenced by Zed's Dead while making the album. And now the most coolest song ever produced is
Number 1.
H Parzone from Wrath of Shuriken. Despite its repetitive audio loops with some German guy hosting some events, the composition was really crazy. Here's the thing about how I make my music. I would determine the patterns of the chords and drum beats as I build a song. When I mentioned Zed's Dead earlier, I'm not kidding. Listen to one of their tracks from their EP, Adrenaline. To me, H Parzone sounds real identical to Hit Me, if you refer to the rhythm of the drop. The flaw about this track? Well, if only there were more English-speaking audio loops in the online studio, or I would have to resort to recording my own vocals into the song. Then again, using what was available, this track couldn't be any more cooler. How about that? These are the top 5 coolest tracks produced by DjHipsong. Honorable mentions go to Tragic Ever After, Yoshkai City, Fantasies Will Never Die, and Fantasies Will Never Die 2. The first 2 tracks are from the same album as H Parzone and Utsukushi Ashita, and the other 2 tracks mentioned are from Really Introverted Person. If you've been watching this video the whole time, you probably get the idea what style of music I'm creating. If you'd be so inclined, check out the links in the description. And also, expect a new compilation next year with new tunes. I promise you, you will love them as much as you admire my old music. Now to conclude this video, here's a recent entry of miscellaneous stupidity. Thanks aplenty for watching this video. Consider subscribing to see other videos created by this crazy son of a gun. And like I always say, to find me, seek the Shuriken symbol. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again in a different kind of video. Cheers!